We're rich!
Stay still!
We're rich! Diamond! Ah!
I'm going to make our country rich again!
Yes, Daddy.
PayDay 2 came out in 2013, and up to this day the game is still alive and there is a large community of people loving and playing this game regularly. How did it happen? Let us find out. PayDay 2 is a 4-player online PvE shooter. PvE meaning player versus environment, where we kill AI enemies instead of PvP, player versus player, where we kill other players. So we are a team of 4 criminals who are out for easy money. We rob banks, art galleries, shops, car dealerships, and do many other missions to get rich quick.
Just bought this new Lamborghini.
Story. The game doesn't really have a plot. Well, technically it does, but nobody cares about it. Here's why. First, the local story is limited to a couple of lines of text before the mission. Second, you can play missions in any order and you can easily play it in the wrong order and not follow the story at all. Finally, when you have 3 other people in voice chat with you, you spend more time strategizing, laughing, chatting, anything rather than following a mediocre story full of cliches of an action movie. As for the characters of the story, it has become quite a mess. I'm saying it has because in PayDay 1 and in early days of PayDay 2, we used to have the same 4 characters and we followed their story. However, with all the content that has been added to the game over the years, there are now plenty of characters that are just pixels on the screen that you play as. Hell, they even added John Wick. So the story is not the strongest side of the game. What a shame, huh? What about gameplay? You are 4 buddies about to, let's say, rob a bank. How do you do it? Well, there are 2 ways. The first is the smart way, where you take out the guards, hide their buddies, avoiding CCTV, using all of your stealthy gadgets to not let anyone notice you. Then there is the second option, which is oftentimes what can happen is you start with the plan A and when it doesn't work out, you switch to plan B. Despite this scenario being realistic when playing, however, me and a buddy of mine, we found ourselves either going stealth all the way or deciding from the start that we would do. Because for the 2 scenarios you need different equipment. For the war you need good guns, ammo, armor, while for stealth you need a gun with a silencer, jammer and other stuff. So let us examine both scenarios and see what the game has to offer for each playstyle. Stealth gameplay is possible in most missions. You start a mission without a mask on, getting a chance to explore the location for the objective, see how many guards and cameras you have. Once you are ready to start, you put on your mask. Once you have it on, anyone can spot you and trigger an alarm, so be careful. In order to avoid that, you can decrease your level of concealment by removing your armor, carrying smaller weapons, using suppressors, etc. You can kill civilians, for which the game will take out some of your hard-earned cash. Alternatively, you can also tie them down, but you have a limited number of cables to do it with. Once they are tied down, you can move them to different places. If you're out of cables, however, you can simply yell at them not to move.
Who made this burger, man? I know y'all hear me!
If you don't do any of that, they will call the cops. The guards are usually limited and you can take them all out. The problem is that as soon as you take out a guard, you have to hold a button to answer his pager. It takes around 8 seconds and while you're at it, anyone can walk in and spot you. And if you stop holding the button, the guy on the other side of the radio will start an alarm. Overall, playing stealthy is fun and should definitely be considered on some missions. A friend of yours is telling you where the guards are, you go and take them out. Answer the pager, hide the buddy. You then walk in yelling everyone on the ground or we'll kill y'all. Not to mention that by doing the job without making noise, you will get bonus earnings. So the stealth scenario is a great option. Just look around when you play.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just...
By the way, subscribe to this channel for more Xbox Game Pass game reviews. As for a war scenario, it surely is not less or perhaps even more fun than the quiet one, yet it surely is more ridiculous. War scenario is basically Left 4 Dead, but against cops. You haven't played Left 4 Dead? Shame on you. Go find some friends and try it out. But basically you are 4 friends killing endless waves of zombies. And if in Left 4 Dead it worked, when in Payday your crew takes out hundreds of armed SWAT fighters, it loses all the credibility. So here's how it happens. You go in, you trigger alarm, cops start coming and the first wave or two are fine, but then they start sending special forces, all while you are trying to usually drill a vault or hack a computer or whatever you gotta do in that mission. While waiting for that, you will be a Rambo taking out dozens and hundreds of highly trained special forces. There was even the hospital mission that took us so long that the game started lagging from all the dead bodies down the floor that it had to load. So which scenario are you gonna play? Well, it's up to you.
I would like to be a terrorist.
Payday 2 offers a lot of customization, and you know what? It is my review, I do what I want, and I'm gonna count it as a negative. Yes, having a lot of customization is good, but it is so complex, all the stuff you can upgrade and then you can change. I played this game a couple of years ago. I come back, play a couple of days, and I still can't figure out what the hell they did and how to navigate in this mess. Sure, if you play this game all the time, it is good for you that it has so much to offer. But the game is really not friendly to beginners, beware of that. To understand how all this RPG customization improvement crap works, you'll need at least like 50 hours. And I don't like hard work and patience, I'm here to get rich quick, remember?
Multi-millionaires.
Oh, I can choose my perks, let's see what we can do.
So I am confusion.
From the technical standpoint, the game works fine. Not many bugs nor lags. As for graphics, it doesn't look great, neither looks bad. Alright, the annoying thing though is choosing a mission. Choosing a mission in Payday 2 is one of the worst mission selection menus out of all games I've ever played. So you got this map that's not an actual map, by the way. And here there are these squares with missions to do. And these fucking squares appear randomly, with random missions and random difficulties. Let's say you want to do the art gallery on the max difficulty. Well, you'll have to wait like 10 minutes and there's still not a single guarantee it'll appear. But don't worry, you can pay with in-game currency and choose any mission on any difficulty you want. What? Plus, this menu to buy a mission is sorted in a weird way by the provider of the mission. Can I just type the name of the mission? What?
So I am confusion. Why is this one
Dentist,
but this one is not?
butcher, payday?
Explain, what do you mean?
Final results are on the screen. The story is 3 out of 10, it doesn't exist, but there is still some setting at least. Gameplay is 9 out of 10. The game has so much to offer, it is impressive. Technical aspect and graphics are 5. Graphics are fine, but the menus, customization and other aspects are confusing as hell. The game is available in Xbox Game Pass in its Crime Wave edition, with a bunch of, but not all, DLCs and extra customization elements. Final note is 6 out of 10, but I feel like giving Payday 2 just one more point for being one of a kind. How many games are there like this one? Not many. I love this game, and even though I criticize this game quite a bit, I can't wait for Payday 3, where they hopefully will fix the existing problems. Also, I'd love if the war gameplay was changed to a more hardcore one, with fewer but more dangerous enemies. I think the fighting here should feel more like Rainbow Six rather than Left 4 Dead. And what do you think? Let me know in the comments and be free to follow me for more Xbox Game Pass reviews and not only. Ciao.